Following the expiration of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 term, President Muhammadu Buhari has dissolved the PTF and set up a Presidential Steering Committee. PTF Chairman and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, made this known at the national briefing of the Presidential Task Force in Abuja. Mustafa further explained the transition from PTF to Presidential Steering Committee. As part of the duties of the PSC, the SGF said the Presidential Steering Committee will maintain the present constitution, functions, and strategies of the PTF.
You will recall that when His Excellency Mr. President received the end-of-year report on the PTF on December 22, 2020, he authorized the extension of the mandate of the body for 3 months. Following expiration of the extension on 31st March 2021 and the detailed review, the PTF submitted its report to Mr. President for appropriate decisions. The extension by Mr. President has enabled the PTF to vigorously pursue the twin objectives of epidemic control through reduced transmission and minimizing mortality among vulnerable and infected citizens. You will recall that the timeline between November 2020 through February 2021 coincided with a virulent second wave, during which the country experienced the most challenging phase of our national response. The daily number of cases, fatalities, and the level of non-compliance with public health measures were all very high. Mr. President has considered the report and has approved the following. 1, that the PTF would transition to a Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 effective from 1st April 2021 with a modified mandate to reflect the non-emergent status of COVID-19 as a potentially long-term pandemic. 2, that the structure of the Presidential Steering Committee shall reflect the new focus of the response with a targeted approach on vaccine oversight, risk communication, international travel quarantine processes, and sub-national engagement. And 3, that the tenure of the Presidential Steering Committee shall last till December 31st, 2021. The Presidential Steering Committee would maintain the present constitution, functions, and strategies of the PTF, be supported by a slim technical and administrative structure. The current National Incidents Manager, Dr. Mukhtar Mohammed, shall formally take over from the National Coordinator, Dr. Sani Aliu, and function as the head technical secretariat and member of the PSC. A policy leadership secretariat from the Office of the Secretary to the Government will sustain institutional memory and records. A private sector-supported transition consultant that will sustain the multi-sectoral relationship and policy guidance. Coordinate the vaccine rollout, deployment, and administration. Improve on the multi-sectoral systems. Meet less frequently while maintaining effective communication with Nigerians. As a matter of fact, we intend to start meeting only 2 times a month, and we will graduate to just 1 meeting every month. Monitor and audit ongoing systems, reforms, and infrastructure development in the health sector.